What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominic. If you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to do a brow tutorial, and I'm using this David brow pencil. So I'm just showing you the color that I use. I use color 3 and color 18 in this video. So before you start your brow, you make sure you sharpen the pencil. Make sure the tip is really sharp. So that is what I'm showing you right now. I'm just using it to show you sample how sharp you needed the pencil to be. So this is how you really needed it to be very sharp. Okay, so I'm going to show you another pencil that's not sharp enough. So you see the thick line, you don't really need that. You need your pencil to be really sharp. So you see the difference between the tone line, and you prefer the lighter one than the thicker one. Okay, so these are the two product of brushes that you needed to get a very good brow. So you needed this one to brush your brow hair upward, while you needed the other one to cleanse the brow when with your concealer. Okay, so these are just the two sets. Now I'm going to cleanse my face using this makeup cleaner to cleanse my face. It's a wipe, so just apply it to clean my brows before going to the brow process. So after cleaning your brows, you need the foundation to set it before any other thing. So I'm using the L'Oreal foundation here, over here. So after applying the foundation, I'm going to my beauty sponge now to just blend just the brow area. Okay, you're not doing all the face, so I'm just applying a very little quantity of foundation. Okay, then I'm going to my set of brush, and I'm using this brush right now and this powder palette to just set the brows before going to my pencil. So this is the most difficult part. First, you need to measure your brow. You have to place your pencil like that. Okay, and then place your pencil like this too. Then you know this where you do the curving, and then you know where your brow need to end. You place your pencil like this too. You know that this is where your brow is supposed to end. So that will serve as a guideline to you. So when you are starting, you need to take your time, breathe in. Okay, then start drawing, start connecting the lines together. So I'm using the shade, I use the shade 3 to draw the line, okay? Then I'm using that same shade 3 to fill it in. But before filling it in, I'm going to brush my hair upward first. So when filling it in, you need to be very, very light. You don't need to put much pressure on it, just to fill the space that you are seeing, okay? And it's really, really light. After that, I'll be going to my shade 18 over there to just fill it more, because you know the shade 3 is really light. So I'm using the shade 18 right now to just fill it more. You know the shade 18 is really light, okay? So you just need to brush your brow hair upward. I'm going to still brush my brow hair. I don't want anything to appear too harsh. So the line that I started with, I just want to blend that line out. You don't need to, they don't need to see where you started your brow from, okay? You need that line to be seamless, okay? So that is why I'm using this brush to just brush it out. So after brushing everywhere, you need to check the two brow if they are equal. But I noticed the other one is too high. But instead of cleaning it, starting all over again, I'm going to correct it with my concealer. So I'm using this brush that I showed you earlier on to highlight your face, and I'm using this concealer like flower something, I can't really remember the name, but it dries so quickly. So when you are using this concealer, you need to be very, very, very fast, okay? So I'm gonna use the Elegant Pro Concealer, so it's really light. I'm gonna use that one. So these are the two concealers I use, the Elegant and the other shade, the Flower Concealer. That is the name. So this is the Elegant, this is the other concealer I showed earlier on. But I'm moving to that Elegant first. You know it's really light, so I'm gonna show you where to apply it, a lighter concealer. So are you seeing this part that you curve from? This part that is curved, so you have to start enlightening from that place. You just need to use the lighter one. You need to be very careful when you are doing this. Don't worry for making mistake, because you definitely make mistake, but if you make mistake, just go back to your the pencil to just correct it, okay? So just be very careful when doing this. So you have to highlight the other side, so before you go to any other part, you just need, you know, you are using one brush over here, so just use the lighter, the other side of the brush, to just highlight the other part first before you move to the darker one, okay? So after highlighting the two parts like this, then you clean your brush, then you go to the other darker shade. Then you go to the other darker shade to highlight the brown more. So I'm using that same concealer, the darker one, to highlight the top part. But on a normal note, if you're not going anywhere, you're just learning at home, use your foundation, okay, because it's easy to blend in. Using concealer that dries very fast, man, it's not really easy to blend the concealer out, mostly the top part. And you know, this concealer is really light, it's not my shade, even though it's dark, but it's not still my shade. So when after applying it, when you get to this point, just relieve your hand a little, then curve it. Try to do as if you are curving it the same way you draw the pencil, okay? So just curve it like that. So you need this kind of brush to just blend the concealer, okay? So I'm just using it to blend the concealer. Even though you use your foundation, use this kind of brush to just blend it in. Okay, so that is what I'm doing right now. I'm just blending the highlighted part, the top part that I used to, the concealer that I used to highlight my face. I just want it to blend into my skin. That is what I'm doing right now. So after that, I'm gonna also blend that part that I'm blending right now. I don't want the harsh line to show, so I'm just blending it out, okay? So this is the end of the video. I hope you like it. I know it's not perfect, but I hope you learn one or two things from inside, okay? So you can just add it to your tip and just start with this. Very simple, okay? You don't need to be so perfect when it comes to brow. You must need a mistake when it comes to brow, okay?